gonna be shepherds and kings and all this other shit. Don't make no sense. And I'm thinking like God is not the author of confusion. If he rise up one, it's one. You get what I'm saying? How your collective gonna know about the one before the one know about the collective? What I'm talking about, the collective, how you gonna be a collective and they don't even move in one unison? It's everybody trying to hustle, everybody trying to be the king, everybody trying to be the one, but you calling yourself a collective. Come on now. I'm in one unison. I don't move because nobody tell me to move. Especially with no false hopes or no empty promises or no, oh, just go do this and you will see. Nigga, you gonna have to run me my money right where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not playing with these people. So I'll be some little pup wandering around waiting for a piece of scrap or something like this, hoping that, looking at humans, hoping they gonna fucking give me something. You must be crazy. Or I want to join something, and these people, like I said, they're not even moving in one unison. I know I am in one accord with Source. And damn, if it's the money or whatever, I mean, this shit should have been sold up. Just like, I was just minding my business in the world, you know, and just nothing really going on. There wasn't no heightened sense or nothing or whatever this is. So why would I be talking, if niggas was, even some of these 90s rappers and stuff like this, it's like, when I listen to the music, it was like shade was being thrown back then. And I didn't even realize it. How would they be coming up, even if they hide in the dark, or if they didn't die, or whatever this is, as alphas now? You see what I'm saying? Even being in the industry, there's really no alpha. Well, there could be people that come out, you know, and stay at the top for a long time, but still, an alpha is somebody that don't even got like a record label telling them what to do. They're not compromised by something. Now, it may not be nothing for you to do at the time. It may not be no people for you to lead. They might be under some cult or under some type of, I don't know. I just don't see it like that. I mean, the facade of an alpha, you know what I'm saying? Cute shit you talk about like on movies and TV shows or something like this, but I guess these people have seen something that I ain't seen. That's the only thing that I could really think. If I've been in the Holy Spirit energy, they seen things that I didn't see, even things that people could have did to me. That's like somebody responsible for a death or the death of Jesus back in the day, but then now they didn't even get charged for it. And then they want to like, I don't know. I don't know. Because it's almost like some of these things got to be spoken. They got to be exposed in order for things to be moved out of the way. These things have to be, these are like boulders all in the way. Bolders. These can be really bold people or something here. And like I said, Simba almost forgot who he was when he was just out there with Timon and Pumbaa. Like, he almost forgot everything. But he was able to come back and defeat Scar. And then, I think, rule. I see all this other stuff, this part 2 shit that they pulling in the past 3 years with some of these movies that already solidified things is false hope. It's like to keep some kind of narrative going. We got oppression here. Somebody's not going to be oppressed or going to jail. This could be what they was hoping to do to me. And now there's strife because somebody is not going to jail for something. Something on some footage is not right. It could be photoshopped or something. And then it also saying that the works is in reverse. So with those 2 cards right there at the same time, it's making me think somebody said, look, this is this person on camera or something. Like, look. And then, with the works in reverses, let me know, no, that's not that person. Or yeah, they was there at 7 o'clock, but the person, the murder, or the coroner said that and they left at 8 o'clock, but the coroner said that this murder happened like at 3 a.m. That can't be the person. It just happened to be somebody that stopped by. It could be something like that. So now there's strife here. This could also be somebody like, you lied to me, man. I told you to tell me every fucking thing if I was gonna stand by your side. You were supposed to tell me everything. Or you were supposed to tell me about, this could be other people that live past lives, even in these lives, or they was doing double, triple lives. And somebody didn't know. They thought that this person came on the scene in 1990 as a vampire. They didn't know that, like, in the 70s, this person already had something. So even when we talk about in the Bible, when it says, if the person is not a virgin when they come, if the person is found to be not a virgin, then they'll be stoned to death. So that means that, to me, in a sense, it could also mean this. You get married to somebody and they say, yeah, I'm American or whatever, da 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 da. But you find out before they came and met you, they actually was only here in this country for 10 years. They actually fully German. They used to be in the German military. They used to do this, and that. And then they still equipped with that information, or they still got that, that's in them. You know what I'm saying? That's in them forever or whatever. And they tricked you. So that means that this person could be a German spy, and they just came and pretended to marry you and pretended to be an American to get in your database or to get in your body, okay, and learn everything about your body and use what they learned from Germany, because they may be proud about their place and don't want to give it up, and then they was going to go ahead and like take you out from the inside, right? Or that's like somebody giving up their daughter to a man, and they think they know, they went and did a background check, they think they know all about this man. They going into kingdomship or queendom energy, because the daughter that they given to them is going to be a queen one day, or she's a princess, or he's a king, or he's a prince. So they're going into that. That's a lucky person that's supposed to just be a random person that got selected, and the king or queen fell in love with them, and now they can now they have entered into, first of all, the family should, if the person was not another king or queen or active at that time, they shouldn't even have access to that person. So that would be the family in the crown. That would be fucked up for doing that. But let's say the person was just a nobody, or a shoemaker or something like this, or whatever. They just was nobody. Or they was just like a shoemaker, or they had like a job or something like that. Compared to maybe being a mobster or something like this. Because look, then if you was a mobster, yeah, that you know about organizing things like this, or organized crime or something like this. But if something ever came out about that, it would make the people, it would make something look, it might make the family look bad. So this is why I feel, or like say my person is a, when I look at virgin kings and queens, this just mean that they don't have, it's like almost like they're a baby. They haven't built a solid foundation. They haven't built a fan base. They haven't built a clique or what do you call it? The church, a congregation. They don't have anything excuse me. They don't have anything following them. Maybe family. This is somebody that just don't know nothing past like family and friends. They haven't built, right? You remember Lestat in Interview with a Vampire. He had a base already. He had, all the people that he turned or whatever. Some of them, maybe could hear his thoughts. Some of them could. Somebody already had a body following them, a body of work or a body following them. So say that you get married to this person, or you got married to this person 20 years ago. You didn't know that he was an old, you didn't know that he was a vampire or something. That's bringing a body that can't be, that's bringing demons or other attachments into the union that you never knew about, that this person could have been using against you in that union. to destroy you. You see what I'm saying? It's not like somebody, say, hey, I'm a vampire. These are my people. Intertwine them. Hey, da da da. If the person is the lonely human or the virgin bride or the virgin groom or whatever, they're oblivious to this. And then all that time, you was in the space cadet program or something, and y'all do different things. It's a secret. You can't tell nobody. Maybe not even your person that you married to. That would be a problem, because what if this person turns against that person in a relationship, finds somebody else they want to be in love with? The person don't know that person got connections with NASA or some kind of space program, or that they're an alien, and then these people decide to devour the person within the. That's why you can call treason, right? To use that particular work or whatever the body is that they built, or whatever group or gang that they built, to devour their actual counterpart, because the counterpart didn't know that they came with all this shit. That's why I feel like something been a real violation. Even if people was connected, even if they try to connect me to stars or bind me to luminaries, I didn't even know that. So the person that was with me knew that, but I didn't even know that these luminaries and these people was attached to me. That shit is crazy to me. That means that I'm still a virgin queen. I haven't fully embraced anything, took it on, built a foundation with it, built a body of people and work that is going to be attached to me, the whole time, right? No matter what I do, I can't shake these people. If you were sired by somebody, you can't shake that person. And that's crazy, because it's like somebody went through a situation like that, where even since a little child, even till now. So now all these people is running up on somebody, trying to connect, trying to cleave onto this person or something like this. And it's causing so many problems that it's not that the person is problematic, the person that don't know what's going on. Motherfuckers just need to leave that person alone. It's the problem is everybody thinking that they got a shot. Everybody thinking that they got a chance. Like, what is you doing? I don't even feel like there's an equal. Now, I'm not even saying I'm the baddest bitch and all this other stuff. I'm just saying whatever element and instance and energy that I'm sitting in, I have not seen the equal yet. Almost. But I feel like these people could have ruined it. They could have ruined it. And even after going through this and all these people trying to stick themselves to me, and they got other shit attached to them and other shit. It's like every day I'm hustling. It's like every day fighting off their stuff. That shit don't got nothing. It don't have nothing to do with me. These feathers, all this stuff, their bodies. If I share DNA or genetics with all these men or these so-called powerful men, it's not doing nothing for me. It actually could have been more of a problem, because if these men did leave me something and then they left me out of the loop as to who I am and what's supposed to belong to me, then that gave way for all other outsiders to come in and steal from me, and then empower themselves and get bodied all up, and then come back after me with my own fucking assets or my own parts of my body or whatever this is, my own familiar, even down to the children. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm still standing though, so there's no defeat here. Why would I bow to somebody? That don't even make no fucking sense. Why would I sign off on something like this? It don't even make no sense. It seemed like God saying that I'm here wandering around, may not even know exactly what I am, what's going on, how this is going. But guess what? So there's a lot of people that feel like they could claim that I know them because I know something. No, you did something. You came my energy. And God is showing, like he said, I'll show you who to trust, who you can't trust. I'll show you this, show you that. So, again, somebody trying to come at me, talking about, oh, we about to get rid of you, or, oh, the dusty road, goodbye, dusty yellow brick road, or whatever this is. We got new stuff going on. If I slip out and say something during a reading, or if I put something on my post, that's God saying, without me knowing who I'm talking to, you know who I'm talking to when you seen that fucking post. These people are steady. I don't even know how they got a life to live, because they steady trying to figure out or how they could get a stumbling block on me. It don't make no sense. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords here. And again, over the past 40 years, I'm pretty sure of me being so-called born. I'm pretty sure these people have children. This could have been like in the 80s and the 90s. Everybody, this energy was all whatever it could be. This is the all energy. We attached to the all energy. secretly or whatever like this. And then they started maybe splicing seed with me, and they got something that sufficed for them off of me. You see what I'm saying? So these people don't even if like, okay, when I'll be watching those little fandom, those little clips or whatever about wolves and shit like this, they're not putting it in my feed no more because I could see through it. But if these people already stole children from me and they using these children in their packs, nobody can trust you. You're not made men. These motherfuckers sound like maidens. Because even if you had a body or a pack or something like this, and y'all was who y'all was, but something was even able to not cleave on to me so much because you took seed from me, and with that seed from me, you was able to empower your pack on a whole nother level. You broke the code, you took the children, you got the children out. Now you broke, that was a weakening, that dealt to a blow though when you did that. So now whatever blows they trying to sneak around with me, build up for you, you still starting to get blows now that you wasn't getting at first. Now, say these people allow for these children that they created off of me because now they got to weigh into me. They didn't have that before. They had to lean on me, not touch me, just respect what it is about me or whatever this is. But now you got something in the likeness of me. Bolden, and then they start figuring out, wait, these children could be used as a weapon against her. And we don't have to uphold, like, let's just think, like, in some of those things, say, oh, the mother of Alpha or the mother of these particular type of people, they're supposed to have this X, Y, and Z. Well, why didn't you directly come to me and see if I wanted to mix blood with you? Okay, so then now you got something in my likeness over there, and you want to bully me, but you don't want to hold up your part of the bargain. What you would have did if these were women that consented to engage with you and to have children with you, or consented to be something with you. So we're talking about, but we're not talking about just regular, what do they call it, wolf girls or something. We got somebody, if they doing this with me, that means that there's alpha energy around me or within me. If they're all trying to sneak and get children from me or get this from me or you or whoever this is. We're just talking in general. It's just better for me to explain it like that so I don't get confused. So like I said, these ain't made men. They keep their word. And in the Bible shit, if your children come up against you, that could be also what is supposed to be being used here. Because, yeah, that was a good idea, motherfucker, but now I figured out what you was doing. And, yes, I don't know them children. And if they trying to come a battle against me and my shit, then it's going to be a complete and total ending. That's the shot that I'm going to call. So, I don't know what somebody thinks that they're doing. It's almost like somebody already performed everything. Like, yeah, I'm about to have this person in the end. They didn't even know. You put in all that work. You stayed on this person's whatever. You protected this person. You put your ass on the line for this person. But you didn't even know if you was going to be the real person that this person was going to be with in the end, whether it's a male or a female. That's not somebody's fault. Because I believe whoever this is, they just started acting like a dick. Something got to their head. When they got a hold of my energy or yours or whoever this is that we talking about and theirs, something got to their fucking head. And then they got out their game. Because now we at the point where they be like, oh, yeah, you're not God special, or, oh, when the world ends or something. The world don't end. I'm the world, I'm the son, I'm the father, I'm those things. So what do you mean? I didn't say nothing is over for me. I feel like it's just beginning with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's no peace here. There's no peace but war. Saying that there's no peace. This is not, like I told you, I felt like they was trying to move in, like move the dial and bring the family back. Like they married off a masculine. Whoever this masculine is, this masculine could be mine. It ain't no going around it. And these people, somebody's scared. Even this masculine could also be scared. Talking about, oh, it ain't me or something like this, or oh, because they feel like something that they did yesterday worked. Something that y'all did over the weekend to try to put something back in place or something. Or I was just because all the time the so-called twins, when they go in the kitchen and stuff like this, because they everybody do their own thing in the house. There's no family dinners and shit like this. They got their own food. They cook their own food for whoever. The brown twin, she cook her own food for her work. The other twin, she cook her own food for her and her daughter. So, but they would be in the kitchen. It's like two stone walls. And then yesterday it was like, oh no, because oh yeah, with the cat. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is people talking to people? Like, why is people talking to each other in here? You know what I'm saying? Even there being like some type of feelings or something like this about sensuality, or again, I could feel I don't know, I could feel something flowing within me or something. And even something like that, like I don't know what they're doing. Okay. um but I would want if somebody took my family, I told you guys before, I would not want them with those people. I would want them to safety. But I don't necessarily want to be with them. I don't want to, I don't want to, everybody's like, oh, all you need is love. I don't want to love right now. I like everybody almost sometimes. A lot of people. I like, not everybody, motherfucker. Y'all ain't gonna get me to be saying that clown shit. I like everybody most times. I don't like people that don't like me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to love people. I don't want to love right now. It's confusing. I got something to do. You know what I'm saying? I got something to do. This is about like business. This is like or not business. It's about order. I'm going to keep it that way. It's about order. Same thing, like if there's certain things like mating calls and mating seasons, it's supposed to be respected. One person cannot take, if this is like something where there's a group of people that the way that they mate is different. Even if they're in relationships, they may have to mate with other people to heal things, to bring things back together or something like this. And one person should not be able to use those things against the other person, and the other person can't. Like I said, unless somebody was not equally yoked. And at 15, 19, 13, I was not responsible for people. I was not responsible, okay, for making sure that I was equally yoked. Now, this could be because I remember my dad was getting a little jealous or whatever when I first got the boyfriend. And I was like, oh, I was talking about him all the time and stuff. And I thought he was getting jealous or whatever. And he like, yeah, okay, I don't want you dating, or I don't want you a boyfriend. You're not going to be, I think I was like, I don't know, like 14 or 15 or something. And then he's like, no, it's something like this. I'm about to send you back to, if you're going to be talking about this stuff or whatever, you better be worried about your school. I'm about to send you back to your mom's house in Texas or whatever. I'm like, what in the world? And then he told me to break up with the boy or whatever. And we was distraught. Even though, like, we still seen each other, we had to act like we wasn't, liking each other or something like this. But I think that even around that time, something could have happened. Or like I said, say my dad was a supernatural and I didn't know. He could have seen something. He could have seen a change in the boy. Because at first he was all okay with it and everything. So I didn't know if he was just like, oh, my baby in love with this boy. Or if there was something that was activated in my dad. Was that not my dad? Was that somebody that snuck in as my dad that was trying to check me out in the likeness of my dad, like a brother or like from another dimension or something? Or, did somebody detect something, a change in the boy, and was like, y'all got to break up or whatever, because they realized that wasn't the boy, see what I'm saying? That wasn't the virgin. It could have been any of those things. But we broke up for a little bit, and then we got back together, and then my dad really didn't have nothing to say about it. So I was kind of confused, because I think that was a very confusing time. Now, if my gifts were active, if I would have been activated as a little girl when these people decided not to give me something, I would have been able to pick up on this by myself. So it's kind of like people wanted me to go around, or wanted somebody with all this power to go around and not know, right? Also restrict them from being able to use their power create a team of people that like something or get something from being around or connected to this child, to just in their spare time, if it's enough of them in their spare time, they can make sure that nothing ever happened to that child, or if it do, they can come and help that child in a time of need. But at some point in time, these angels and these people started having children with other people. They was gonna fall away from embracing that child like that. Especially if your child got a problem with what they creating, that would cause some problems. This is the only thing that I can think, y'all. I didn't even think that we was gonna get into a problem like that. So I feel like whatever this is, it was supposed to hit me like a damn tsunami or something right in the face, where I would be drowning and not be able to pinpoint and talk accurately and say something that would make sense to a bunch of people. If I am like an all power energy, but it's not activated, that still could be my protection, right? But somebody wanted it to be like, we cannot trigger, or we can't, this is just going to end bad. The way that they did it with all this chaos is just going to end bad. Because if nobody can anchor down and say, why is this going on with this particular one person and all these groups of people trying, then eventually these people are going to kill this person, or something bad is going to happen. So what have to happen? These people would have to call back in or be questioned or something like this about their actions, what they did, or that's like somebody die in the hospital, and the nurses is like, no, I went in there. I got that IV drip every 3 hours, just like you said, with the ibuprofen and the this, that, and then somebody like, no, but they say that 3 o'clock. No. On my chart, look, I went in there and I gave these 3 things. I didn't give anything else. And then they find a trace of something else. Then that means then somebody got to identify something else and say, maybe she's telling the truth, unless she just lying, because somebody could have just put the shit in the person and they didn't write it on the paper. But then also somebody else could have came in and snuck in and put that other thing in that person's bloodstream through that IV bag, and then snuck out, and then now this poor woman or man, nurse or whatever, is going to go to jail for what somebody else did, because it did, because of the timing, and it's kind of messed up. But that might be the person that end up going to jail, because they can't prove that nobody else was in there. But then at 1 o'clock in the morning, somebody could go back and catch somebody. Ooh, right there, somebody else went up in that room at 1 o'clock in the morning. I told you what the fuck I did. So now the paper, what the person saying on paper, they didn't put that there. Now you have another lead, right? Because boom, there was somebody else in there, an unidentified person or something like this, or it was another nurse or whatever like that. And that could give that person a break to breathe a little bit, because they was about to go down for something that they either did or didn't do still at this point, right? So, I feel like this is what they wanted. They wanted something to be so engulfed, or the knot, like we talk about that knot from John Bonet's wrist. But I feel like the knot, this was a Nottingham forest. Nottingham? Not in ham. Okay. You'll be doing this because you're not ham. And this was a something from a long time ago for them to create abundance of ham, or to generate, or to get the Hamites or the Africans to grow. But a lot of people are still on the American, because we're not going back there. I seen somebody put on my feed today, the American Negro is the American Indian. But I'm not agreeing to, I'm not talking to the indigenous people. I'm talking about myself. I can't, no, because that's what they want me to do. Start going into something again. And then, all these people going to pile on again. I ain't got, nope. Because it's something about somebody's Ace of Cups my Ace of Cups could be getting restored. But it's just, I don't know. Somebody is also, there's a lot of people that thought that they was going to get the Empress, or get the person, or the broken down Empress, or whatever this is, or on a discount or whatever like this. Something is not I don't know. And I don't like the fact that this public defender is back with this cheetah. Because, yeah, look, what's next? Sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to actually defend someone, or somebody kind of be trying to pull somebody back up into some kind of court case. Yeah, because you don't love this person. I just said that. Because somebody sent me the song Love Me before I even turned the camera on. That was the last song that came on. So you don't love somebody, or something like this. This could be even somebody don't love themselves. They don't love either other people. They don't love you. They didn't love you when they were supposed to love you, but they need you to love them. You got motherfuckers out there like that too. And they could also be realizing that if this person did get to go, say my family is some people like Moana and them. And remember the travelers came on those canoes and they was just flying in the air and they was flying above the water and they was in the water. You know, they was also I think they were up in the sky. Like when those ships came through, they was in the sky, they was in the water. You know, and she was like, I've led my people this far or something like this. You know, and she was really almost about ready to give up. And then those people came in. But I just feel like whatever this is, they was dealing with all other people that's not even in the family, giving them to get, you know, you should have just stayed on the one person that was the Moana energy. Why you keep trying to change it? I feel like I knew that I was in Moana energy really heavy, but somebody on that ship or somebody around those people is not the actual people with them. Somebody also knew what they did, that they did something. They took some type of ace of cups. I mean, some cup away from somebody that would have gave them the knowledge to know what to do. So now it's just people screaming at somebody, or they were, and they tired of doing that because the person is not getting it. What's wrong with this person? Maybe this person ain't one of us. Maybe this person is dumb. Maybe this person just ain't got it. Maybe this ain't the chosen. Now it's 5 years later. And people still just sitting there like, hey, did you get it down there okay? You know, instead of guiding the person, they're taunting and mocking and laughing at the person because the person has said things that offended them. Now people all in their feelings. They don't want to do the job. You know, it's just some bullshit, whatever it is. But I'm not going to be tripping. You ain't going to have me in no desolate motherfucking position here for too much longer. I feel like this is shady. Something is so shady because think about it like this. Say your father, your real father with the soul passed away back in the 90s and his girlfriend, all the girlfriends or all his wives or all his concubines got together and started running the kingdom that was supposed to come to me. Them and their children started running my kingdom instead of telling me about my dad. Say they took my dad when he went to North Carolina, South Carolina, supposedly on one of them flights, either with Pam or Sherry or Sharon. Say that whatever came back was not my dad. The energy was already compromised. And so these women have been basically holding up a fake robot that's like the dad or something, but they all been working together in cahoots to running the kingdom for the past 20 years or something. So whoever, when they're dying and they put these people in the ships and they put them in the background and things, that's not even our people no more. That's their people. So the miscommunication between me and my ships that's supposed to be connected to me and my family or my bloodline or my lineage forever is being used by my dad's girlfriends and baby mamas or concubines when he went into the underworld. But it's supposed to be handed over to me. You understand? Even to the point, if they fear me, now they bring my dad back. Remember when Hope Michelson brought her dad back? They bring my dad back, but he's still on the side of them. The mechanisms, or they made the way they made the person's mind work. Because when he was alive, he could have found out what these people was about to do to his child. Yeah, I decided to leave my child behind and go bring this forth. But y'all said my child wasn't going to be hurt. And somebody found out, and then that's when they ended the person's life. Maybe I was hearing for a second time. Found out that these people really do got another agenda. That I think something like this happened. Or they could have woke up while they was on the other side. They didn't wake up like I'm waking up here. They woke up on the other side where it was too late, where they realized they brothers and sisters, some of them was not their real brothers and sisters. Some of the people they put in charge of something was actually the haters, or that they were going to come back and kill the child, or it's something weird like going on, y'all. All right. Yeah, we got the swiftness here with the hot cross bun. Somebody could be trying to get some information, a sample of something to somebody quick. You got also some of these people is like, is that the, whatever they could be calling you, the red moon something? Yeah, let's not give the celebration. Let's not bow down and worship person. No. You can't do that. You got to act like they don't exist. And we're going to milk her for this season too. Because you could just be somebody that, if you are on energy, the things that are going to preserve you at the time, if people try to put you through a drought, put you through something, the things that you're going to need, your core element things are going to be the things that's going to come into play for you. It's just unfortunate that the access that these people have had off of the database that they built off of, now it's been hijacked. They're able to know when I'm going through the process and see like, damn, she said that and this happened. That must be her. But we're not gonna act like we didn't see that. We're gonna act like we didn't just see that, and we're gonna use that power. We're gonna try to get her mad or try to get this person to act like this. And when she does it, we're gonna capture that power and we're gonna use it for ourselves, maybe even against that person. And the motherfuckers, a lot of people about to die too. Cause I'm not having it. This is like, that's what I'm saying. Cause that's the feeling when you go through a battle and then like one of these things. I think it was about the red moon, red something pack goddess, and everybody's treating that girl so horribly. And then when she finally got her powers and she was able to command and make people shut up, sit down, make people, get on their knees and stuff like this. This is the kind of group of people that would do all this shit in a cave. They would leave you behind, go to a cave and worship you from there instead of worshiping you in your face or bringing you into the group or the coven or whatever this is, and worshiping you like they worship all the other trash before you. That's producing trash before you. Whatever they create, and you can see that these people, something ain't right. Whatever they're presenting. Do you like this? I just made this singing group or something. Do you like this? No. They want to do what they want to do with somebody else's power, basically. Somebody want to do what they want to do with somebody else's power. And these is a rotten group of fucking people. Just get rid of the whole group of people. Just get rid of the whole group of people if that's what they're doing. And even if this is, say this is a group of people that's wrapped around me and they're like, oh, now that's it for us. Oh, we're done now. No, it was your selfish. I'd rather get the shit over because I don't like to be fake, not even for a fucking minute. So I'd rather get the shit over with, you know what I'm saying, and come back as something else, and then all you motherfuckers can perish for trying to be on it without asking me if that's the way I wanted to take my party or my whatever it is. If that's the only way to get rid of these people and rise up again. You know what I'm saying? Burn that whole shit that's around me. I'd rather be the one to go there. Now, there's no suicide bomber, but if my presence there creates some kind of problem for these people, oh well. This could be also why people don't want somebody at somewhere. Because when you like a walking cleansing scrub or something like this, you just gonna, when you go places, things just start clearing up and cleaning up. This is why somebody want a person trapped at home, no money to travel. All these other demons is traveling and killing people and creating more brainless demons. And they don't want Jesus or the real anointed person, the real only savior that could, or whatever this is, to be able to go around and do their thing. They want to make it seem like, well, the real people don't have to go around and say this. Well, if they're being oppressed by a whole bunch of people and attacked by a whole bunch of people, they may have to speak publicly about what the evidence is. And then you just have to see for yourself. Oh, real kings, they don't have to work. No, the real ones they do, because most time society find out who they are first, and then they try to ruin them. That's why the king can do no wrong exist. So that the gangs of people cannot overcrowd this person that can't even see they ass. They just going through some kind of, where they glowing. They so, this little shit that these people trying to do to you, you don't even, that's why it's so dangerous. You don't even care or realize, or you feel untouchable to a certain extent. You ain't out there murdering, jumping at people like, yeah, I'm untouchable. No, you mind your fucking business like, I'm untouchable. I think I'm untouchable. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh my goodness, I'm untouchable. And people keep doing stuff, you're like, oh, that didn't affect me. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like all of the shit is here. Y'all strip this person. You got this person probably looking busted. They might be homeless on the street or something. But all the other qualities is there. Like, if we talk about these kind of people, it's because their eyes glow like this. Or it's because when they speak, people listen. Or it's because when they move, people move. It's because, when they do something, people try to copy it. That don't have nothing to do. This is why these people exist as these prominent people in these groups, because of that. It's never really, yeah, they might like this group might dress nice and all this other shit and got nice cars, but the key components and elements we're talking about, wherever this person go, people like them. Those are the components that make up whatever this is that we're talking about. It's not the fucking clothes and the shoes. That's what the silly motherfuckers that want to stay in those positions, that's what they want you to think. A good reporter, we see that what reporters look like in the media and shit like this, right? How they look very clean, the makeup be almost perfect. They look very well put together and everything like that. But and this is what we know for our reporters or whatever, ABC, NBC, it don't matter. All the stations, they kind of do the same thing. They kind of use the same terminologies. They use the same verbiage. They, they even have the same movements, the way that they put their elbows on the table or have a pen in their hand when they talking. They've got the little piece of paper. It all look the same, but that don't make a fucking journalist. It's really the stuff that goes on behind the scenes or collecting the data and the information that makes them the journalist. Or a really good one. Getting involved, going out there in the streets. Other than that, it seems like these journalists sometimes don't even go out on the street no more with that damn microphone, put it in people's face and say, hey, what did you see? But all the people out there, does it matter? They know better. I'm not about to go out there in the field. All the people that be there is fake. I might well just sit here, do whatever I need to do, get the database or get the shit plugged into my energy in the morning or get downloaded and just go out there and speak. Right? So something is not right. Something is clogged up. Something is stuck. I feel like too, this is something about celebrityship and people that didn't make it there, but they're still great. It's still amongst the gods, but they never made it to fame, maybe even on purpose by their family blocking it or giving those opportunities to other people. And then the people that did make it to fame turning their nose up and then realizing, oh, with this one, you can't do that. We've been able to snub these people and just make them think, oh, I got a chance for you, an opportunity, all right. Trick them, move them out the way, and then just create something in their likeness and move on with that we could control. And I could control their bank account. I could control them, something like this. No. Somebody trying to add me to the equation of whatever that is, no. You could have been using my power to do this and keeping me out of my power, but that's not me. That's not how I would do it, all right? And some people are like, well, you don't know. They want a rush of people to come in towards a person like, we told you, you gotta be like this. You know how like okay, back in the 80s or something like this. Mamas used to be like, no, they'd be like, why are you yelling at them? Or don't do like this. Or, it's one of them nice ladies or something like don't got no kids or she not a black mom. And then she see how the black mom talking to the black child. And then oh my goodness. Oh, he can just come over here for a look. And then when she started then she say, this little motherfucker is bad. I see why. Or maybe the child won't be bad with that nice lady. Because they like this nice feeling and they want to keep that nice feeling. And when they go over to Rebecca's, her grandma be so nice to me all the time. I don't act up over there. Because the grandma is so sweet and nice to me. I really don't have a reason to. You see what I'm saying? But you can hear some black moms back and say, you got to talk to these kids like this. Other than that, they don't listen. You got to yell at them and talk to them and yell at them and treat them like a dog or whatever. They're not going to listen. And that could be true. In some family, that could have been true in some family dynamics. I've seen it. But it ain't maybe like that's the way it's supposed to be, or that's the way it always was. You must have maybe had an anger problem, or you didn't slow down and teach them something, or you didn't slow down and construct or correct that something a long time ago, and now it's right in your face, and this is the only way that you have to, approach the situation. That's really what it is, because all kids just don't grow up where you have to yell at them just because they black even too. That you have to yell at black children to get them to do something. That's a learned trick. If something else was going on, where now that's the only thing that works until you break that cycle and then you use something else in the ways of that. It's going to take work from you, maybe the other parent, from the if there's another parent in the house, and then. So I be thinking that even in some of these situations, they put a person in the person in the family where, if say me, I was really good with disciplining my children, But it was overwhelming to me sometimes because the dad never really stepped in. So every argument, every fight they had, everything disciplinary, I had to deal with it. Unless it's like a mess, he might come in home, get these toys up or something like this. But in all the detailed shit about disciplining and parenting, I had to instill. So it was kind of hard for me. That's why I feel like that's some parts of this with the single mother complex of being married and single. It's a whole nother beast nobody talks about, right? You got your single parents, you got your parents that's together or whatever, but and they both parent, and then you have that other little portion right there where the mother is really actually good. And if the father helped out and did, and he was on one accord, or even on his own accord, to tighten that shit up, because if the mom is always barking at the children, then they could just go over here to the dad, and the dad ain't gonna do nothing or whatever like this. But if they both was in alignment and they both was doing something like this, then the child can get in alignment here. Even if they have two slightly different ways of parenting, it will work. But if the mom is only one, like overwhelmed, oh my goodness, sit down, stop doing this. I told you to clean this. I be asking them to clean up, And I think a lot of men that go to work and leave the mom at home, they expect for her to, it's just a thing. And then they come home and sit and knock out on the lazy boy, or go just go in their room or something like this, and to the next day or whatever. I don't think you realize the dynamic. The children is always watching. The children are always watching. So it's a really hard. Now, when you're a single mother and you say something in your household and you paying the bills and you the mama and the daddy, and you say, I don't want this, it ain't nobody else to argue with. There ain't nobody else to discipline. Ain't nobody over there that they looking at like, what you think, dad? It's just what the fuck you said, go, and that's it. So it's you and the kid. Listen, I said this my house, whatever this is, this discipline. There's nowhere for them to run or look to or try to get that person on their side, or you not looking over there like, ain't you gonna say something? It's what you say goes. So I think that they put some of us in these relationships where those things would happen, I don't know, for a certain outcome, so the children can be some kind of way for them to play with. I don't know. I just think that somebody's relationship could have been a case study or something like this. Okay? It could be even more. So single mothers might say, you got it good, you got a man in the house. But that's what I'm trying to say, is sometimes it could be harder. It could be more strenuous. Okay? When there is. So I like to look at relationships and all these type of things in all different. I like to give every little kink or something that I discovered in people's something. I like to give them all a fair something, right? Because it can't just be about only the single mom. If we know that if some of us could be recovering from like some kind of invasion or something like this, where we were with robots and shit like this, and we didn't realize, and how much stress that could have put on us by keeping all the humanity of the relationship all on your side for all those people. Could have had, for me, 6 or 7 people in my family. That can be very strange. That can get somebody to break. And then to realize, damn. Then at the end, you're like, oh, I wasn't getting, damn. All this time I wasn't even getting nothing. So a lot of these moms go through something. It's not postpartum depression. It's not all this other shit that they be trying to put. No, it's just the person being dealt something and trying to balance it out the best fucking way that they can. And that might look like sleeping all day and sitting in the robe and eating bonbons with your hair sticking up and shit like this, just to be able to. Do you understand? Because now that I'm looking back at situations like this, and then it works for the man, because once he get, whether it's your inheritance, his, or something else that happened, the opportunity, once they get that opportunity, and then they show up in the scene with this other, oh, you look so much better. Oh, I'm glad you left that person behind. Da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? And this is a problem we can see in all communities, that when the money come in, usually is not with the one that they was with the struggle. But what if this was a planned construct? It don't got nothing to do with nothing else. But that this was organized. This was an organized crime, an organized takedown, an organized something. But you're talking about surface level people, though, too. And bougie people, and people that let money change them. And they forgot who they were at some point in time and what they went through. Or because they found out on the other side way later that that's what happened. They didn't go back and feed that to the other children that was coming up. They kept it to themselves, kept it moving. And then somebody feel like, damn, somebody that's going through the process actually able to interpret the process, do like this, talk about it or write about it and everything like this all at the same damn time. Like, oh my goodness, wait. Because some people could feel like, well, I found out too late after it was over. I wish I could have did things wrong. So I want to see this person struggle. I want to see them stripped down. I want to see what you like when everything been taken from you. And da, 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 da. But it never had to be that way. Somebody got to the top of the food, the whatever this called, and they became a bully. Because something that they went through and they never got over it. And now they're the boss in this company that put people through this process, or at this family or something like this. And then they like to let people go through that process when it was unnecessary. It's other features or other things in a person that you could tell that they got this. So it turns into envy and jealousy. Because like, damn, I wish I had that at that time. So they start throwing monkey wrenches and shit like this. You know, somebody gonna have to find themselves somebody else to play with. I told y'all what I said around here, not shit. Won't take nothing less than motherfucking first class. You understand? Some people that ain't supposed to be judging me saying I'm prideful. Some people that ain't got shit to do with this is saying that my ego is something. I don't give a fuck about what you saying. God said, we got virtue. Yeah, this is virtue here. Somebody might be blocking people's access. Again, if these are snakes on the plane kind of energy, this could also be like snakes in tarot or snakes on TV, whoever, whatever, in the entertainment, whatever this is. There could be people, there's snakes in every denomination or something. So these people were using, I said, the TV monitor or something like this in order to, have access to you. Because again, some of us, maybe even what we watch or we put our attention on, it grows. Especially people, businesses, things like this. All right? You gift of that. So I was thinking like, damn, you mean to tell me when I've been watching TV shows all this time, watching all this stuff or whatever, it's interacting with that, it'd be like all these people are like children of entertainers, but somebody is a child of like media, the God media. That's different. The people that work in media, the inner guts and workings, is different than media. What's produced through media is different than media. So they could be sticking a child of media over here. When the child of media put their eyes on something, it's like that's where some growth comes from, something like this. People putting stuff in your feet because they want you to watch it and give power onto them. Whoever this is, whether it's me or somebody else or you or whatever this is what the message is today. So you could have been connected to people because people just wondering, like, famous people could have knew who you was and you wasn't even famous. Put it like that. Or who I was and I didn't even know that they knew that. This could also be your upbringing or whatever, these groups or covens or whatever this is here. All right, but we got the 8 cups here. All right. Yeah, because I feel like somebody's realizing something, or this is like shit. Somebody could be off of this planet, or they was in another gear or another paradigm, something for like a long time. They could have left or gave up looking for a child or something, whoever this is. And I feel like somebody's enlightened here. This is like somebody just dropped somebody's child in outer space, knowing that with that vessel or that body that they dropped there, it's the only one with a tracker in it. And then this person, when they came back to Earth, they will not be able to find this child or something. Something is something here. Because, okay, you know how when a person lose a child, and sometimes they can cleave onto another child that's familiar to that child, the little kid next door. That would be actually a good movie or something like this, to see, bring humanity. Well, I don't think these people want humanity being brought back in. That's the problem. But that's why so many like movies about people being under control and stuff like this. It's not that much warm-hearted shit going on right now, because I don't think that they want that. I think they done with that. And that's what's waking up something else here now. But like the grieving situation of a mother, or even in this new age, some people that could have went through these processes, and like you lost these children but you didn't. You were able to raise something in the likeness of them, but the real child been gone a long time ago. That's like somebody losing a child overnight, and a person brainwash them and give them a Barbie doll or a stuffed animal, and then say, okay, and this person really think the stuffed animal is their child now or something. I don't know. You didn't really get a chance to grieve, or I don't know. It's something like this here. All right. And I feel like if any kingdom, if somebody was a royal or an elite or anything like this, if another group of people, just because if they was like a wolf pack or something, this is why they were doing something and left the wife out, that would be that should be offensive. So then why should this man be able to go and have royalties? You keeping me from my royalties, you giving this nigga royalties, but on the same hand, whatever I'm producing with this person in the seed, they're going into doing with that parent or what these people are. And what the fuck do I have as the royal? Do you understand what I'm saying? What do I have? And then now y'all letting this motherfucker use my energy over there. What? Is you crazy? Because of the benefit you may be getting from something over top or down below. But whatever their family clan is connected to, the woman cannot be aware of what they do with them and their children and their family. The woman is seen as something that's never going to fit in. And I think I picked up this in the situation too before. With mothers that be acting like their children don't do no wrong. They act like, they act like their son shit don't stink, or their daughter, those kind of people. Because they know that they can control things in some type of way in the end to make it seem like that all together. This is crazy. So even your family could have been being manipulated by this family, believing what they said. They close, they loved her. I seen how they was with my daughter or whatever. They would never. And somebody could be finding out, oh, they were. You get what I'm saying? But you was over there fucking around. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I can't even put this on men or women. Because you, in my life, in my existence, you couldn't put a motherfucker in front of me, man, woman, child, whatever like this, to make me look at my children some kind of, because I was already a fair and balanced mother. When I went to the school meetings and the teachers were telling me about my kids, I'm like, I would know, because I know my fucking child. And I know when your ass is lying, because I know how to read people and I know my child. So, you see what I'm saying? I'm not somebody to say, yeah, never. My child could. What do you mean about my child? You better shut up talking about my child. No, I'm going to clock what I know my child be doing. And then I'm going to clock what I think your ass is adding on because you don't like my child. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got cruelty here. Okay? In reverse. Somebody could have got, really excited or really happy about being cruel to someone. Like you could have been like untouchable all around all your life, and somebody couldn't wait until somebody's eyes was turned away so that they could be cruel to a person because they felt like you was getting stuff too easy, or this is a child that don't got to do nothing. One day, mysteriously, they just gonna become a trillionaire and they're gonna get everything here, and where you didn't have to work for it. And somebody might talk like that. And everybody's supposed to just bow down to this person. But that's what the fuck you want. Ain't it? Whoever this person is that's hating. Or trying to be they talking with a double tongue. And the universe just failed. We got the Ace of Days here. Because something is you've been so far away from some people for so long that it's like people know what it felt like when everything was around your energy. And even you didn't know. It might be because you didn't know back then. They could be ashamed because you know now. They know something like that about who you are, or the mark that you was making, even without knowing yet. Okay? And then you have that part where, because I'm even saying, like, if somebody had clones scattered in different places taking care of certain things, it's almost like the ones that already was in things and already had super experiences, they were trying to come in and get this regular just at-home family life experience, and I just didn't. I don't know. They felt like they had to take it from me to have it, or I don't know. It's something like this here, okay? Something weird like that. So somebody could be blaming it on you or me, something here. Maybe these people did something. They trying to say it was for you, but God will always show us, because now something could be seething up from something, and it wasn't because that girl said that I think that this man is attacking me, can somebody check into this, and if they are, then that's it for this person. No, it's because you always hated that man because he was with that woman, and you went and you wanted to do something to that person. Somebody is looking at it like this because somebody wanted to be in all, they wanted to be in all power or something here. Look, so somebody is blaming you or blaming me for this debauchery energy in reverse, or this Barak energy, and then this Hierophant energy, and with the Malcolm X energy in reverse. There could be a group of people blaming somebody, okay? But I feel like, or maybe for them being in fortitude, or maybe these people trying to put this person in fortitude or put me in fortitude, and that's what got them like this. But these people could be mad, like, no, it's the shit you were saying about civil rights movement leaders or whatever that you said. That's what got this like this going like this. Because some people could be in their emotions here. Yeah, there could be a disappointment here. Okay? These people, somebody is disappointed in a person too. Now, these might be people that want to do something even worse to you, or wanted to hate on you a little bit more, make you go. This is somebody could have found out that somebody was making a certain child go through more obstacles because of something else. You didn't go to my uncle's funeral or something like this. Somebody could be doing some stupid shit like that. But they're blaming it on somebody. Yeah, and look, what I said, it's not this gain number 9. This person is supposed to be gaining something. They're supposed to already gained it a long time ago. Whatever this is, whatever these people are trying to maneuver over on these people, it's a motherfucking lie. You couldn't even wait. You couldn't go 5 years without getting paid. If you can't do something you love for 5 years to perfect it without getting paid, shut your ass up. Somebody supposed to been sitting up in this energy here with this number 9 energy. So somebody is saying that it's me or you, but it's seeming like you or me is this energy here. This could also be a person, this journalist is saying, wait, those are not the people of this family. It is you. You are right. This is your abundant something. This is your time for abundance. It could be either or here. Yeah, Queen of Swords energy here. Maybe these clans or these groups have been able to be like bullyish and brutish or something like this, to maneuver and get people to do things. And somebody seeing that somebody is actually an intellectual, somebody's actually a energy. And this is why, and so for 20 years, we've been dealing with these hooligans or something. They've been handling something like a hooligan. Because we said, oh, this is Martin Luther King's son or something like this. But they still was handling things like hooligans. I'm just using that as an example. And they was covering up and trying to bury the person that got some fucking common sense. That, yeah, maybe they need some cleaning up around the edge of how to speak to people, or we need to make sure whatever this is. But this person, listen to what the fuck they saying. This is what we need here. Somebody could be looking at you like that. We have the Emperor here. Like, again, somebody didn't have no training. But what we look for in this company is what a mind that thinks like that right there. It's a natural for whoever the fuck that is, because if all these people are trying to keep this person from learning something or seeing something, they doing a damn good job of doing it now without that, or with the abuse and with the help of these people. Somebody is looking at a person like that. Besides, some of these other people were hanging out with these people and giving crumbs and stuff and finding out how it works behind the scenes, and they still ain't shit. They still ain't gonna do it right. So what's the real problem here? And whatever this is, we got the hacker in reverse, and we got the Ace of Swords. Somebody hacked into somebody's stuff and lied. They could have even put like some messages in your board or something like this. Something like this. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to see defeat here. They added some stuff like into your phone, or I don't know, somebody added something in there to try to make it seem like you know, maybe y'all do, these is wolves and they mate with anybody. They don't get mad when each other mate, but for some reason, one person rubbed somebody the wrong way, and somebody found out, yeah, that nigga rubbed the person the wrong way. he's so happy that his wife didn't sleep with that person before they got together, that they only dated or something, or they only messed around. And then somebody could have tried to put some messages in there like, oh, how was it last night? Oh, you just rocked my world or something. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, you went back and fucked that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you did, you know, somebody did something, try to like, and like, I don't know, do something like that to somebody. Like, you lied. You told I always couldn't stand that nigga when he the only one out of the dudes they showed me that you used to fuck with. I just can't stand him. You said you didn't sleep with him, and you didn't. But somebody try to go change something in paperwork or something in files to try to make it seem like you did. Because now listen here, this is treading lightly because somebody that made it to the top, what they feel like of the chain. This is somebody that left you behind or did you bogus or whatever this is, but they still at the top right now. So they trying to find some way to get you in because they know you ain't gonna bow or break. You know, where it's kind of like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got to answer a question to get in. You know, okay, I see I ain't going to get you to have to do this and this and that. But, you know, just answer to me this. You know what I'm saying? Because I am standing over here, you over there. And I got to put you through one little measure or something like this. I got to humiliate you a little bit or something like this. You know, it's some shit like that, y'all. Okay, we got pleasure here in reverse. And you looking like... Because it's like, I know you're not above me, dude. So, before I bow down to you or something like this, nigga, I will just sit over here and motherfucking eat ramen noodles. I'm trying to tell you, before you be playing with me like this. Somebody is like that, okay? And I'm just saying, they could very well be, but like that. Ain't you know that we had all them people, you been walking around with that wig looking nappy headed, you looking like a mangy dog. You know we let everybody stream and watch you yesterday. Oh motherfucker, well, what did you like? Because when I put my shit on, like I said, when I get ready to, or when I get there and I put it on, nigga, okay. Somebody wanted me to take one of my old pictures and put it up in my feed yesterday, to try to show that I'm still pretty. Bitch, please. You see what I'm saying? So that they can do some weird shit with the picture or something. I don't know. Okay? We got a victory here. Something ain't over. All right? Somebody's also trying to rush somebody through some type of graduation period. No thanks. I don't want to be rushed through anything. I like to take the time. Even if it's something that's hard, even if it's strenuous, even if it's fun, I like to take my time. I like to do things on my own accord. At my own pace. I like people to lay the shit on the table for me and say, this is what's going on. And then I say, okay, I got you. I promise a motherfucker ain't got no problem with me doing it my way, never. It's the problem when people trying to make it like I'm not going to do it my way. Especially now that I'm walking with God. Oh, you got to go on somewhere. You got to go on somewhere. We got the activists here. And we got the Ace of Wands here. And it ain't the way that you walk with God or you tell people you walking with God. But most of the people that showed you what it looked like to walk with God, they wasn't never walking with God. Girl. Yeah, we got the truce here in reverse. These are people that did some childish shit or something like this. And it's whatever you was doing to try to make it like I'm the king around here. And you was coming up against this person that's really the king around here. And that's why them motherfuckers is in reverse. You could take it personal if you want to, I guess. We got pleasure. So this could also, like I said, somebody was not having sex with somebody. This could also be a mighty man or something that wanted to say like, they're like, oh, excuse me, sir. We got to let all the niggas that had access to your wife have some type of access to her. Just stand in the background. It's best for dudes to go fuck her as many girls as they can while this go on. Because, you know, if they had access to her at some point in time, we got to go through the process where they get it again or something. And somebody was sneaking niggas in there that wasn't even talking to, you know, they were sneaking people up in there that wasn't even never with this person. Girl. But see, I'm the type of motherfucker like, well, I don't know. Because whatever they did to my wife or whatever this is, it's going to make up for that. My wife going to just get the fuck up in here. I know who my wife is or whatever like this. You're not going to. No. My wife, they got to go. My wife, the Empress, yeah, they don't have to go through that. Somebody didn't use that model of something for a bitch that they should have never let in. Woo. Yeah, what I say? High priestess in reverse. Somebody was listening to what I was saying on this channel for me. And righteous ones that because if somebody is if they are mostly right good or something like this. Why? I know if somebody made like me, I trust them. But it ain't that many that's made like me. It ain't nobody. So it could be a mini me. I don't know. But whoever they tried to use, they hearing what I'm saying and they're using it for a bitch that ain't never supposed to been in there. And now something is horrible. Okay? Yeah. We got the therapist. Okay? In the upright. And then we got science in reverse. All right? Something is got to change, or somebody does get to go through this process. Somebody could be trying to say you vain or you something, so you don't get a transformation or a new car or a whole new body makeover or something like this. They just hating because they don't want, you know, it's just another thing. It's just another, not, it ain't like I'm not gonna die if I don't get the transformation. But if these people ruin my body and I got a chance to sue them or make them pay or restore me to what I was before they start ruining my life, ruining my body, oh yes, I want that. Do that. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it's either or. Long as it ain't gonna fuck with my soul or whatever this is, and it's in my personal chart for me that God made. That's not the stumbling blocks. Yeah, I would like to look into it. You understand? Okay. Yeah, because I feel like somebody's holding back information. Like right now, today, I could be supposed to be on my way somewhere to some facility or something to check in or something, get my wristband. But somebody is like, they're playing games with this information. So I can't even take you serious. Person that wants, they're gonna come up to you and say, hey, here you go, ma'am. It's those people in Men in Black or those other movies, they say, here you go, ma'am, and they hand you something or whatever like this, and then you're like, what is this? Oh my God. And then look at it, and then you figure out oh my God, this is all okay. Well, yeah, Tuesday I'm going down there. You know, somebody want to be like play with you like you own the network system with them, or you own peer-to-peer communication and you're not, or like you want the people that be, you know, being quiet but you be talking in your head and giving commands and talking, so-called meditating, talking to so-called God, but it's really your gang leader. Those people. Okay. But anyways, I'm gonna get off of here now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.